Good morning, Barry and Marvin. So right now we know that the two people charged so far are Mexican nationals. Their names are Juan Francisco de Luna Vivallo and Juan Claudio de Luna Mendez. Both of them are charged with possessing firearms while living in the U.S. illegally. Now, at this time, we don't know if either one of those two people were driving the big rig that was carrying those migrants. This has now become the deadliest smuggling event in history. Meanwhile, more than a dozen are still being treated at area hospitals. At Texas Vista, there are two patients, a man and a woman, are both in critical condition. Baptist is caring for two patients in critical condition after three others have died. Methodist is caring for two men and a woman also in critical care. At last check, the Children's Hospital of San Antonio is caring for one team, and Christus Santa Rosa is caring for three patients. The Bexar County Medical Examiner is working to identify the 51 people who died. We're told that some of the victims may be younger than 18, but that is still under investigation. Officials with Bexar County say it could take days, if not longer, to identify all of the victims. Then that information will be passed along to the consulates.
There are a couple of things you need to know. First, a Mexican citizen must have a visa in order to cross the border into the U.S. There are no automatic tourist permits for Mexicans visiting the U.S. like there are for U.S. citizens visiting Mexico. So a Mexican that can qualify for and obtain a U.S. travel visa will undoubtedly cross the border legally through a valid checkpoint. But the application fee for such a visa is $160. There is no guarantee of approval, and fee is not refunded if the visa application is rejected. The other thing to know is that visa overstays have exceeded illegal crossings for 7 straight years now. Lastly, and more importantly, using an analogy, Mexicans holding a visa is similar to a regular Joe in the U.S. having an invitation to a wedding reception. Both the visa and the reception invitations are considered a welcome pass. In both cases, the passes have a very specific purpose in terms of when, how, and where to use it. And both have an expiration date. Therefore, if one holds a wedding reception invite and makes it safely to the reception, one is not crashing the wedding, right? Similarly, Mexican tourists with a visa is like the guy holding a wedding reception invitation. By contrast, Mexicans without a visa generally speaking cross illegally into the U.S. as wedding crashers, meaning that they don't have a welcome pass. In fact, it's highly likely they possess nothing at all and are driven out of their land by poverty, corruption, or both. They simply want to cross to the U.S. to improve their lives and pursue happiness. In most cases, they have nothing left to lose and would try to cross the border at all costs. These are the likes of peasants, factory workers, laborers, and even construction workers who, unlike in the U.S., earn very little in Mexico. People in this category don't hold a passport, nor are they given a chance to apply for a visa. Their low income automatically eliminates them from applying for one. So, you see, the people who sneak in have no other way to get in. Lastly, the ugliest side of this is the lucrative human trafficking business. On border crossing cities, these individuals are known as coyotes, and they have you paying or owing money to cross you illegally, and in most cases, exploit you first and then, maybe, help you cross the border. Fucking bullies.